From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Saturday, September 12th, 2015. Silver is trading at $14.63 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,108 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $242. Antiwar.com reports the U.S. House of Representatives voted Friday on the P5+1 nuclear deal with Iran, rejecting the bill 162 to 249. The vote has no practical impact as the Senate failed in a cloture vote Thursday and subsequently will not be passing a resolution on the pact before the deadline. The 60-day deadline for congressional review of the bill expires on the 17th of September, and the House vote is yet another failure since they failed again to get a veto-proof majority needed to override a promised presidential veto. The House is also planning to pass another resolution which will forbid the president from lifting any sanctions on Iran until after the 2017 inauguration. This would effectively prevent the U.S. from abiding by the Iran deal, though there is no indication the Senate will address this attempt, and again, it probably won't get a veto-proof majority. Beyond that, the House of Representatives are talking about filing a lawsuit trying to get the court to forbid the U.S. from complying with the Iran deal on the grounds that the White House never provided them with copies of confidential IAEA deals with Iran. This too seems a long shot, but reflects the congressional leadership's determination after losing the battle on blocking the deal to keep trying to undermine it. For over 35 years, Roberts & Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co. UPI reports the Republican race for the White House saw its first casualty on Friday as former Texas Governor Rick Perry formally dropped out of the race. Perry's camp made the announcement Friday afternoon, citing a poor showing at the polls so far, the exact same thing that brought his 2012 campaign to a similar end. In making the announcement, Perry said the GOP field is just too strong to make enough headway to justify continuing his campaign. Perry's camp also reportedly was beginning to experience severe financial difficulties. The New York Times reported on Friday that the candidate was not able to pay staff members anymore. Perry had been slated to participate in the Republicans' second debate next week, which will be hosted and broadcast by CNN. The former governor barely moved the needle at the polls so far. A field of more than a dozen candidates has made it difficult for anyone other than the frontrunners to stand out. Perry's withdrawal reduces the number of GOP candidates to 16. You can support FPP Radio by joining the Fans program. Fans are friends, allies, and Numery supporters. Fans help FPP afford to produce more original content. You can join the Fans program for as little as $3 per month or any amount of Bitcoin per month, thanks to the recurring payment options provided by Coinbase. To learn more or to join the Fans program, visit fans.fppradio.com. That's fans.fppradio.com. Reuters reports an Oklahoma County judge on Friday gave the state 1 month to remove a 6-foot-tall granite monument containing the Ten Commandments from Capitol grounds after the state's top court said it had been erected illegally. District Judge Thomas Prince denied a motion from Attorney General Scott Pruitt to keep in place the monument that had been on Capitol grounds since 2012 and garnered strong support from Oklahoma's Republican leadership. In June, the Oklahoma Supreme Court ruled the monument must be removed because the Oklahoma Constitution bans the use of state property for the benefit of a religion. The decision prompted Republican lawmakers to say they will look at impeachment for the justices who made the decision and legal briefs from the Attorney General's office to keep the monument in the shadow of the State House. Lawmakers have argued that the monument was not serving a religious but rather a historical purpose. That opened the door for other groups, including the Satanist and the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, to apply for permission to erect their own monuments on Capitol grounds to mark what they say are historical events. The stone monument, paid for with private money and supported by the lawmakers in the socially conservative state, has prompted complaints that it violated the U.S. Constitution provision against the government establishment of a religion as well as local laws. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.